Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenshaw. It has been so long. It has literally been forever since I have uploaded anything. Granted, I've filmed, but I haven't edited or uploaded anything in a very, very long time. But today's video is going to be a September reset. It's going to be a little bit of everything. It's going to be a recap, a update, a reset. We're gonna cover quite a few things in this video. So if you want to know what I've been up to, and if you would like to get some inspiration for your reset for this new month of September, then keep on watching. You guys, this video might be a little bit rough because, like I said, it's been so long since I have filmed anything. Let's get into our August recap. It's really a July and August recap. The video I posted, I think, was in June. July was a pretty busy-ish month. The first 2 weeks of July I spent on vacation. I did 1 week in Orlando with my friends. We went to Disney World for the 4th of July. That was really fun. The second week of July I went to Destin 30A area in Florida with my family. That was a family vacation, and that was also pretty relaxing. In the last 2 weeks of July I was working. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I am a teacher. I teach kindergarten, and so we have what we call pre-planning, which is where we plan the school year before it starts. And really, it's not pre-planning, it's really just us sitting in thousands of meetings. That's what I was doing the last few weeks of July. And then August came around, and literally the month of August was all about my job. Even like thinking back on like my vision board for August, everything on it was about teaching and having fun while teaching. So I started teaching in January, so this was my first back to school season as a teacher. I'm starting fresh from August with like all new kids and the whole thing. Everything I did was for my job, about my job. Like, I was really just focused on work, which was fun for me because I love what I do. I love my job. That's all I did in August, y'all. That is the August recap. I worked. Okay, I was a teacher. I taught. I've been teaching. I have a whole new set of kids. I have 17 kids as of right now, and they're amazing and so fun. And I'm still learning my students. I'm still learning how to teach them, like them specifically, and I'm still learning, you know, all of their learning styles and communication styles. Last year I taught a whole bunch of introverts, and it was great because they were quiet and they loved like paper and pencil and like that old school way of teaching. And my kids this year are not like that. My kids this year are extroverted. They love to talk. They love to laugh. They love to be engaged. And they are not pencil and paper kids. They are hands-on kids. So they love to do and to touch and to, you know, really like, you know, just they're just hands-on. It's been an adjustment for me. So that is where I've been for the month of August. I have been at my job and I have been working. All right, so as you guys know, for every month when I'm resetting for the month, when I'm planning for the month, I like to do two things. First, I like to set an intention for that month. So basically just a theme for that month. And then I like to build a vision board around that theme or around that intention. And so this is so crazy because I remember making this exact video a year ago. Like, I remember, if you scroll down far enough, you can find my September 2022 reset. It's just interesting to see how different that season of my life was compared to where I am now, exactly a year later. Anyway, so my intention for this month is twofold. So first, I want to rest. Like I said in August, I really just dove headfirst into my job. Literally everything I did surrounded my job. And now for this month, I want to kind of retreat inward and focus more on self-care and resting and rejuvenating. Over the summer, I was in therapy for a little bit, for like a month or so, and one of the things that my therapist and I talked about was how I give so much to my job and I pour so much into certain things that I really don't know how to find a balance. Like, it's either I'm all in and I burn myself out, or like I don't give anything and I'm stressed and I'm anxious. What I noticed is that because I love my job so much, it's very easy for me to just give everything that I have to my job and to pour like my whole entire being into my job. And that's literally what I did in August. And so my therapist told me something really profound. She said, when you're taking a test or when you're completing an assignment, you can make a 93 or a 94 and still get an A, right? You can make a 92 and still get an A. You can make a 96 and still get an A. You can make an 85 and get a B plus and still be okay, right? You still pass the class, right? So you do not have to give 100% to make a good grade. Like, you don't have to give 100% to turn out okay. And she made the correlation between that and my life and my job, that I don't have to give 100% of myself to my job in order to succeed at my job. Like, I can give 92% of myself, I can give 85% of myself to my job, and still be very, very good at it, because a B plus is a good grade. That is something that I have taken with me, and something that I really want to do is to rest and to dial back a little bit and start giving my job 85%. So take back the rest of that and just, you know, give it back to me. It doesn't even have to be 85%. Like, some classes you can make a 75 and pass. You know what I'm saying? And so I really just want to not give so much of myself to my job. Really start to take care of myself before I burn out, because that is the tendency that I have, is to pour out, and then I burn out. Like, and burnout for me looks like depression, looks like anxiety, looks like just extreme fatigue, and I don't want to get to that place. But my other intention for September is really to just transition and to kind of transform into a better version of myself. There are some habits and there are some behaviors that I have that I really want to get rid of. I just want to start cultivating some adult habits and some adult behaviors. I want to transform more into the young lady, the young adult that I am, and I want to transform into who God wants me to be. That is a very, very important part of this, is not just, you know, transitioning into an adult, but transitioning into the adult, the young woman that God wants me to be. And that's really something that I'm focusing on for the month of September. So where this all really comes from is from a Bible verse, Romans 12 verse 2. That's very popular, most people know it. It says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. I found myself wanting to know, you know, God, what is your plan for me? What do you want me to do? What decisions should I make? Where should I go? It all starts first with allowing him to transform, renew me and renew my mind and renew the way I think. And so that is something that I am really being intentional about this September, is just changing some of those habits, some of those behaviors that I have that are not productive. For example, scrolling. When I come home from work, I get in my bed and I scroll on TikTok from like 5:30 to like 8:30 and then I go to sleep, which is not good. That is not good. That is not a productive use of my time. And I'm consuming all of this content from people who are not godly, who are of the world, and none of it is beneficial. So like small habits like that I am really trying to be intentional about changing. All of that being said, here's the fun part. Here's my favorite part, the vision board of the month. So I take my intentions and I turn them into a vision board every month, and I love it because it really does help. It helps give my month a theme and a look and an aesthetic, which I live by aesthetics. So I put it on my iPad, I put it on my laptop, I put it on my phone, so that I am just reminded of what the month is supposed to feel like, what it's supposed to look like, and what we're working towards. Ooh. Here it is. Of course I will put it up on the screen, but of course it's giving fall vibes because y'all, fall is on its way. Fall is here, actually. For me, fall is here. Yeah, so my vision board for this month is very autumn vibes, very cozy, and it's neutral palette. It's just all about resting and all about taking time to myself, just believing in God to, you know, make me into who I need to be. And it's got like a song that's going to be my anthem for the month. Okay, Praise by Elevation Worship is going to be my anthem for this month. Okay, it's got the hairstyle that I wanted. As you can see, I got. And yeah, I want to do a lot of reading, a lot of, you know, resting, self-care. As you see, the girl with the eye patches, and there are a lot of quotes that talk about, you know, working on yourself, resting. And yeah, this is what my month is going to look like and feel like. And I love my vision boards. I love having them because there have been some months where everything that I put on the vision board is exactly what happened in real life. It's just so important, and that's why the Bible tells you to make the vision plain and make it clear so that people can see it and follow it and run with it, right? So that is my vision board for September. All right, so I've got my big black notebook out. This is where I write all of my goals. As you can see, I have August and September right here. So my goals for September are kind of different. I did them in a very different way this time around. Usually I will have different categories: work, personal, faith, health. You know, I didn't do that this time around. Instead of focusing on big goals, I focused on more of habits that I want to create. These are things that I want to do and I want to implement every day. I've been reading and listening to a lot of books and podcasts that talk about how the sum of our lives is basically what we do on a day-to-day basis. Our habits are what make us, right? So I really want to focus on the habits that I have. I want to do 30 minutes on the treadmill every other day, starting on Mondays. And that is something that I did in the month of April, and I did it consistently like the entire month. I went on the treadmill for 30 minutes 2 to 3 times a week, and when I tell you it was so much fun and it felt so good in my body. So I want to get back to that. I really want to get back to that. I also want to be more involved in godly communities month. So whether that's attending Bible study or whether that's going to young adult services or watching young adult services virtually, I want to do more of that. I want to prioritize, again, self-care and having time for myself. So going on walks on Saturdays outside, like I did today, even though today's not Saturday, but I went on a 30-minute walk at the park this morning, and it was so great, and it's one of my favorite things to do, and it's so good for your mental health. So I want to do that every Saturday while it's still warm out, because I know that once it gets cold, not happening. So before the weather changes, I want to do 30-minute walks outside. I want to go to church on Sundays. I want to go to church every Sunday. I need to get back to that because I love church. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love going to church. I love being at church, but because I decided to work on the weekends, I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to do that as much, and so I want to get back to going to church. And then another way I'm prioritizing self-care and rest is by having wind down Wednesdays. And this kind of comes from like the TV show Insecure, where the friends would have like a wine down where they would drink wine and like gather and talk and just be in each other's presence and have fun. But that's not what this is going to be. I just want to, on Wednesdays, really just do a self-care routine and pamper myself, and, you know, take a nice shower, put on my robe, put on a matching set of pajamas, and just, you know, wind down. You know, those are some of the habits that I want to do this month, and those are some of the goals that I have for this month. I told you it's not like the usual set of goals that I usually have, but I really just wanted to focus on my habits this month, so that is what I'm doing. So some other things that I want to do this month, somebody has decided to start cutting their grass. So some of the things that I want to do this month, I want to revamp and refresh my room. I decided to redecorate my bathroom and I loved it so much, so now I'm moving on to my room and I just want to do that, of course on a budget. I'm not trying to do too much because I'm not trying to be here forever, but yeah. I also want to read. I found a book club on Instagram that I want to join and be a part of, so I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna buy the book, I'm gonna read it, and then I hopefully will go to the meetup. And yeah, I am also wanting to be more financially wise with my money. So yeah, those are some of the things that I want to do this month as well. That being said, that is everything that I am doing to reset this month. I do have a vlog coming where I show you the behind the scenes of me getting my life back together for September. I really want to know what you guys are setting as your intentions and as your goals for this month. And let me know if you're like me and you like to have like your aesthetic planned and, you know, what hairstyle you want for the month. Please tell me that I am not alone in that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited for this new month ahead. I'm so excited to film and finally get back to uploading. I missed you guys so much. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.